Hello and welcome to a new video. In today's video we're going to take a look at the new Mighty Mastery season as well as the Go Battle League update for this. I have not looked at anything of this one. We're going to take a look at it together. I couldn't find the actual season update from Niantic. There was nothing there, but here Galix posted already on what we're going to see. And first things first, we're going to see here already that we're going to get from the general 7-day streak encounter here, where you have to do 7 quests basically in 7 different days. You're going to get Charcadet, which is going to allow you to get Armor Rouge and the Cerulege for the Open Great League easily for the first time. So that's going to be actually an exciting encounter here. Also in Shiny now, which is interesting. This Pokemon as a Shiny is going to be very interesting. Again, I can only go from what I see here right now because we don't actually have the other things out. The bonuses increased friendship bonus, damage and rate, so this is cool. Increased Stardust for the first catch of the day. 1 guaranteed XL candy for trading, which a lot of people love. 1 guaranteed rare candy XL when defeating a 5-star raid boss during a raid hour. That is actually quite huge. That is the first time where you can really hunt basically down rare candy XL ever in Pokemon Go, so that is actually ginormous. So every single time if you go have like a raid hour, you should do that because it's gonna be insane to get like all of those mythical Pokemon finally for the monthly. New Pokemon, we're going to have Kapfu, but also apparently Thievul is coming, which is going to be an interesting one. Legendary Shadow Raids, we're going to have here the legendary Trash Cans again, which is going to be not as interesting. We're going to have as the Max Pokemon, which you saw already in the video yesterday, the Generation 2 trio there. We have the Might and Mastery special research here, which is going to be free. We're going to get a Dynamax Kapfu. So like the Kapfu that you get can already Dynamax, which is really good as well. Different Pokemon going to be in the wild. Here you see it all on the screen. I'm not going to name it all out. Let's see if there's something interesting in it. Again, I did not look into it yet, so I don't really see anything interesting other than Wild Clodsire. That's kind of cool here for mountain area. Here we're going to have the eggs. Is there anything different here? I don't really see anything too different or interesting in this one. Like this is going to be the X for next season, and then for the Mateo X, like down there, you see it as well. That's going to be it. Power Up Ticket includes bonuses like additional Candy XL for completing raid battles and max battles. So there's going to be a season ticket again that you can buy. And also Gigantamax Machamp is coming, which is a cool Pokemon for sure. But now we're going to take a look at the things where most people are going to be here for, which is going to be the Go Battle League update, and let's see on how this is going to go. I am excited because I actually have literally zero clue. I have going in here with knowing nothing. So let's see. Of course, as I always can, you have like the thing where the set gonna reset. We have the Willpower Cup together with the Great League. The Scroll Cup. The Scroll Cup is gonna, I guess, the new cup that I talked about in the video earlier already. We're going to have Water, Fighting, and Dark type Pokemon. We don't know what bands are there yet, so we're hopefully gonna have some bands. It's going to be for 2 weeks. All kind of normal. Spring Cup is kind of cool. Great League Remix is really nice to see, so that's going to be back. Retro Cup is one of my favorite cups, and Catch Cup is back as well, but together with the Open Great League, so you don't have to do it. All in all, I don't think there's a single week where you don't have a Great League format. So I guess Great League is going to be dominating this season again. I think it's good for a lot of people. Sometimes I like to have a little bit of a different format, but it is what it is. Let's move on to the next one. Sorry that I a little sick as well. Like sometimes there are going to be some cuts because of this. We're going to see here. There's going to be the Go Battle week. So again, another nearly an entire week where you're going to be able to do more sets basically here. So 100 battles a day. That is quite ridiculous. And you're going to be able to encounter Pokemon with a wider range of attack, defense, and IV. And we're gonna see here Inspired of Mustard. That's not from Kendrick Lamar, but it's going to be a character as well, which you're gonna see most likely a little bit later. We're gonna get some character things for that one. And we're going to have here 4 times catch Stardust for like the win rewards, which is kind of nice. So what do we get here for encounters? We get more Peko, and that is amazing. Getting more Peko as rewards is going to be lovely. I love that for us. That is really, really good. This wasn't the case before as far as I know. I didn't see a single more Peko encounter. Getting more Peko here is lovely. So far so good, but so far also nothing crazy yet. Anything here which is interesting? Not really. We're gonna get Spoink. Why? I don't know. And we're gonna scroll down. Timed Research Pass. Okay, we're gonna have the Timed Research Pass, which is the same as always. Yeah, that's the same as always. So like there's nothing changed here, which I find kind of sad. Because we have like now this other research path which we currently have for the Unova tour, which they could have just adapted for it. Here is Mustard, which is going to be an interesting pose and an interesting outfit. It's like some old guy from a dojo from the DLC of the second to last game. Interesting pose. Well, Power Cup. No Gardevoir. That's interesting. I think the last time on this Pokemon was allowed. I think it was. Yeah, definitely. That definitely was. So, like, this Pokemon gets banned again. Only Primarina is not allowed here. So, Azumarill is allowed, which I find quite ridiculous. Azumarill is going to be on every single team on the Scroll Cup. I guess you have Water and Poison-type Pokemon, though. I guess you have, like, something like Toxapex, which is going to be very good as well. Or the Coolfish, Master Premier, Spring Cup. You're not allowed to use Jumpluff, Roserade, and Toxapex. I heard a bit about something about Roserade, but I'm not too sure about this one. But yeah, apparently those are not allowed. So Roserade is an interesting choice, but I heard something towards this Pokemon. That's the only thing that I heard, by the way, from rumors. But yeah, we have Great League Remix. You see, check later for more details. It's lovely. Because Great League Remix should be always based on the season that you're actually in. Because the issue before with this cup was that they were using basically the data from the season previously. But the season changes, of course, with the move update. So yeah, that's going to be it for this one. We're going to have the Retro Cup here. Love this cup. No Steel, Fairy, and Dark-type Pokemon. I usually really enjoy this cup there. Updates to the combat system. Search timer will continue at 50 seconds. This change will continue effect. Blah, blah. This was the last time as well. I don't know why they put this back in there again. But yeah, 50 seconds is way better. Psyshock. Energy cost decrease. That's huge. So it's going to be 40. And Psyshock going to be very good. And there, like, I'm just maybe just going to take a look real quick on the site here. But just open here Poke and go for Great League and see what Pokemon learn Psyshock. That is going to be quite interesting. We have like Ninetales here, which is going to be definitely benefiting. Sylveon going to benefit. Hypno, I think, is going to be a good one. Mew going to be a good one. Bronzong going to be a good one. So for Psyshock, interesting. Dazzling Gleam, way lower energy cost and way lower power level though. Could be like 50. I could see like 50 energy, 90 damage. We can, like, there's a thing as well for the attack updates. There's going to be another video later on where we're just going to take a look at it roughly. And then for the next 3 days, they're going to be always videos towards it. Aqua Jet. I expected a buff for it, but the buff that I was hoping for did not come here. But I think it's currently 45-45. So with the energy cost being decreased, this is a 70 damage move for 40 energy. That is really good. So let's see what Aqua Jet learns here. Oh, there are not really that many Pokemon actually. There's Dugong, which learns it. Aqua Jet, it's still Dugong that learns it, I know that. Golisopod, which gonna benefit for it for sure. Golisopod going to be really good with that one. I think Golisopod going to be a Pokemon to watch for sure because they have great pacing with it. Floatzel doesn't really matter, but there might be some Pokemon that get some added moves later on. Dynamic Punch, energy cost decrease, most likely 45. That's also an interesting one. I like this change. Dynamic Punch, for example, yeah, Machamp, but Cross Jump is going to be better most likely. Golurk going to be better, for sure. Golurk is definitely going to help. Medicham is going to be back. That is cool. Sludge going to be stronger. Sludge is actually an update that I was suggesting as well before in the video. So Sludge going to be just as that's here the issue because it shows Sludge form as well. But Pokemon that only know Sludge, for example, would be the Galarian Weezing. This Pokemon learns Sludge. A bit annoying that you don't see just the Pokemon with Sludge, but yeah, I don't know if you can change that. I have no idea. But yeah, you see also the Pokemon with Sludge Bomb, which is something I don't think I can really change here. So I guess this is easier. Grimer, Coffin, Mudkip, Marshtomp, Galpin. I could see that this is going to get added to other Pokemon though, so we have to see on how this is going to go while my browser now froze. We have Hex getting energy generation increase and a power increase. That is going to be interesting. Hex as another option, as a Ghost type fast move, we have already Astonish, of course. Acrobatics, energy cost decrease is going to be now most likely the best move for the Jumpluff. Acrobatics, I don't think a lot of Pokemon learn right now. I know that some weird ones learn it. Yeah, Emolga going to be a bit better, Jumpluff going to be a bit better, which doesn't really need to be the case there. But Megalodon going to be a bit better. I think Emolga is kind of the target here for this one. Air Cutter. Energy cost decrease, 45 power, and has a chance to increase the user's attack stage by 1. But has a chance, so it must be mostly 35 energy, 45 power, and a 50% chance. I hope so, I don't know. Rock Tomb, gonna get better again, which is kind of cool. It's guaranteed to lower the opponent's attack by 1 stage. This was already the case before, I think. So yeah, energy, that was definitely the case before already. Energy decrease is going to be interesting. Power increase is going to be nice. Rock Tomb. Some Pokemon learn this. It's going to be kind of good for Runorigus, I think, for example. Who else learns Rock Tomb? Yeah, Runorigus, Spirit Tomb. We have Sandslash, I guess. But there is Makago, which I mainly wanted to take a look at because this Pokemon is going to benefit quite a bit from this. Nightshade gets nerfed. That is really good because I feel like that Galarian Corsola was a bit too strong. I think that is definitely a good place for Nightshade to be a bit nerfed. Foul Play gets buffed, I would say, 40 energy and 60 power. I don't know if you want to use it though on your mana bust now, because I think Dark Pulse is still the better move to go for. But Foul Play is going to be more spammy. Foul Play is going to benefit Umbreon maybe. Umbreon could see a benefit. Oh, Manoma definitely benefits from it because now you don't have to bait anymore. Sableye could be benefiting from it. Trevenant, I don't know really. But I think there's a few Pokemon for sure for that one. Foul Play might be interesting. Maybe even actually the Shiftry could benefit from it as well. Discharge gonna get, 35 energy? No, 40 energy and 55 power most likely. I don't know, I think it's gonna more be like a nerf, but unless it's a 35 energy move. If it's a 35 energy move, there's going to be more of a buff there. And now we're going to take a look at the move availability updates, which are going to be the last thing that we're going to take a look at here today. We have Piloswine getting Icicle Spear, same as Mamoswine. That was something I suggested before as well. I think that's a great change. It is worse in terms of damage output compared to the move Avalanche, but you have a way better pacing, which completely changes everything. So those Pokemon are going to be meta. Psyshock on Togetic going to be better than on Togekiss. On Reuniclus is kind of cool. Bruxish doesn't really matter on Bruxish. Venomoth, Psywave. That is crazy. Psywave Lapras, that is ridiculous. I want to take a look at this one, but it's going to be for a different video. Venomoth or Psywave going to be very good as well. Psywave Grumpig is going to be interesting. I kind of have to limit myself. Ferret with Swift I suggested as far as I know. Lynuna with Swift I suggested. Drampo Swift going to be better as well, for sure, that's cool. Dynamic Punch Grumpig? It's Season of Grumpig! That's hilarious! We have Dusknoir next, with Dynamic Punch as well, going to make it better as well, as maybe even with Hex here for energy generation. Sparkling, this is a water type move, it's not a fairy type move. Why do they always mess it up? Sparkling Area for the Lapras is going to be interesting for sure. We're going to have, I don't think it's going to be better by the way. Maybe. Maybe it's gonna be, we have to see. I think it is better because Surf got nerfed. Never mind, it's gonna be better. We have Sableye with Dazzling Gleam, which is going to be an interesting coverage move. We have Charmeray Bombi, which is going to be interesting. Rollout Blastoise. Blastoise gonna have play. I tell you right now, Blastoise gonna have so much play. I think Blastoise is going to be top meta here. Weezing gonna get buffed. That is crazy. Rolma gonna get buffed. Wailord gonna get buffed. Glalie gonna get buffed. Credilli gonna get Rock Tomb here. Bombirder can get Rock Tomb. That is ridiculous. Sludge Swampert. Swellot with Sludge gonna be crazy good. I love that. Dragalge Sludge Bomb. Then it's better, definitely what it currently has. Poison Sting on Roserade. That's kind of what I hear as a rumor before. I was suggesting actually Poison Sting to a few Pokemon as well, so I like this change. Trailblaze Ferret. I have my Ferret build already. Trailblaze Linoon. This Pokemon, Linoon, gonna be so crazy now. You have Shadow Claw, Swift, and Trailblaze on this Pokemon. Trailblaze Forges. I love the coverage move. This Pokemon gonna be amazing. Sucker Punch Mediana. I thought it would learn this already. Doesn't it? Oh no, it learns the other moves. It learns the Elemental Fangs. Oh, that's gonna be interesting as well. Belly Bolt with Sucker Punch going to be interesting. Having finally some better coverage. And Sucker Punch Bombirder gonna be absolutely insane. I have to limit myself here right now. This video is already now 40 minutes. I'm absolutely hyped. There's going to be at least one more video coming on today, and maybe even two if I get it done. I'm not too sure about it. I'm going to start working on it now. I try to put it all into my own poke version or whatever. I'm going to take a look at some more general updates in a video, hopefully in a few hours. See you then. Please leave a like on the video. Let me know down below what you think about the season update. I think this is amazing. I honestly think the season play looks amazing, like in terms of having only like good formats basically the entire time around is absolutely crazy. The rewards are better now with more Peko, and the move updates are creative, giving a lot more Pokemon more play, doesn't completely destroy anything by nerfing stuff, like Nightshade nerf is kinda good, and Rollout nerf, actually I kinda skipped over this one before, Rollout nerf is kinda good as well, though I think that is kinda, both of them are needed. So for me, this is an absolutely amazing move update, and I like that because I feel like always like, oh, I'm a little bit too negative for a lot of things. I don't actually think I am, to be fair. I think I just expect a lot for things, and I think this is kind of a really good one. Like, I honestly think this is an amazing move update. Shouts to Niantic, shouts to everybody who worked behind the scenes for this one as well. This is a season where I'm really looking forward to. I think it's a season that really helps in the current time of the game, because it's going to change a lot, make it more interesting. But also it gives room to improve then towards Worlds. So the next season update is going to be a little bit smaller for sure, but it's going to be able to maybe just balance things out for Worlds and to have a bigger update again afterwards. And I just love everything about this. I am absolutely happy about what has happened here. I would not change anything. And that's it for me for this video. I'm going to start working on more videos now towards the new season update. Pokemon that won, Pokemon that lost. I will have a lot of content coming up. The weekend going to be a bit busy for me, of course, because we have the Unova tour, but I'm still going to try to work as much as possible. But yeah, this is absolutely amazing. Please leave a like on the video, subscribe if you haven't already. See you then. Bye bye.